Get ready for the action, because this week at City Hall has been absolutely explosive. We start with the intense scrutiny surrounding Mayor Daniel Lurie's contract renewal with OpenGov, as workers from the Department of Building Inspection and IFPT Local 21 are challenging the deal, alleging issues with the work and concerns over the relationship between OpenGov and Mayor Lurie. We also dive into the complex debate over bar-adjacent smoking bans as Supervisor's Land Use Committee reviews a bill that could dramatically expand these restrictions to outdoor and semi-enclosed spaces, sparking a major pushback from tavern owners. Michael has made a massive comeback, reclaiming the top spot at the box office and bringing in $26.1 million in its fourth weekend, completely dethroning The Devil Wears Prada 2. We'll also look at the rest of the top 10 films this week, including the performance of Obsession, and we'll be right back after this break with more news. Noi Dung Kai Tight. City Hall was a hub of intense activity this week, grappling with a range of contentious issues spanning public contracting, public health regulations, educational programs, and animal safety. A key focus was the review of Mayor Daniel Lurie's contract renewal with OpenGov, which the Civil Service Commission examined amidst strong opposition from workers from the Department of Building Inspection and IFPTE Local 21. Labor groups alleged that OpenGov's performance was substandard and raised concerns about the company's close ties to the mayor, citing donations made to Tipping Point community. Supervisor Connie Chan was actively involved in navigating this controversy. Meanwhile, organized labor continued to intensify its focus on workplace automation and artificial intelligence, with groups like the Teamsters organizing against providers, such as Waymo, and pushing for legislation to regulate AI use. /N in the realm of public policy, the Land Use Committee reviewed a bill by District 7 member Mina Melgar aimed at expanding the ban on public tobacco smoking into spaces previously exempted by local law, such as outdoor and semi-enclosed areas in bars and taverns. Public health advocates and Melgar argued San Francisco should align with other California cities on this extension. This proposal faced resistance from tavern owners who mobilized, filing a petition with 2,000 signatures to oppose the expansion. This debate reflects a recurring tension at City Hall, balancing public health concerns with accommodating business interests. /N further legislative action occurred on Tuesday when the Board of Supervisors began the second reading of a bill proposing voter-mandated reform of the city's commission system. The measure passed narrowly, with Melgar joining the progressive bloc in opposition, sparking division between preservationist and progressive factions. /N budgetary concerns dominated Wednesday's agenda, featuring a hearing on the potential impact of proposed budget cuts on the free City College program. Although residents can currently attend City College classes free of charge, uncertainty arose in 2024 when then-Mayor London Breed withheld subsidies, leaving advocates uncertain about the future of the program, despite the Lurie administration maintaining current support levels. /N finally, The Government Audit and Oversight Committee held a hearing on the status of the city's dangerous dog unit, known as Dog Court. Primary sponsor, Stephen Sherrill, highlighted that the program has been on hiatus for nearly a year, coinciding with approximately 1,000 reported dog bite cases in 2025, signaling a push to reactivate the unit. The 2026 Canadian Football League is gearing up for action with the release of its preseason Week 1 schedule, broadcast live on 620 CKRM. The opening matchup is set for Monday, May 18th, at 1:00 p.m., featuring the Saskatchewan Roughriders taking on the Calgary Stampeders. Fans can tune in to the Rider Broadcast Network, where the coverage begins with the countdown to kickoff at 10 a.m., accessible via their YouTube channel and the Streamin' FM radio station. Preseason Week 2 promises a packed slate of games starting on Friday, May 22nd, with the Ottawa Redblacks facing off against the Montreal Alouettes at 5:00 p.m. The weekend schedule continues with a Toronto Argonauts versus Hamilton Tiger-Cats game on Saturday, May 23rd, at 2:00 p.m., followed by a high-stakes clash between the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and the Saskatchewan Roughriders in Saskatoon at 5:00 p.m., as well as an Edmonton Elks versus BC Lions contest at 5:00 p.m. Preseason Week 3 brings further competitive action scheduled for May 29th. The slate includes a Hamilton Tiger-Cats versus Toronto Argonauts game at 5:00 p.m., the Montreal Alouettes facing the Ottawa Redblacks at the same time, and a BC Lions versus Winnipeg Blue Bombers game at 6:30 p.m. The final game of the preseason is slated for 7:00 p.m. on May 29th, pitting the Calgary Stampeders against the Edmonton Elks. A search and rescue initiative known as Project Lifesaver is exploring expansion beyond Saskatoon into other major Saskatchewan cities, including Regina. The program, which is utilized globally, provides traceable wristbands to clients, primarily individuals with Alzheimer's, other dementias, and younger people with autism, offering families peace of mind during emergencies. Shelley Ballard McKinlay, a member of Saskatoon Search and Rescue, SSRA, highlighted the program's impact. SSRA launched the local Project Lifesaver in 2018, which required significant local investment. Initial resources, including a $20,000 grant from the Saskatoon Police Service Foundation, were used to train staff and acquire equipment such as transmitters and receivers. Over the years, the program has grown substantially, now operating with 60 transmitters. Operationally, each wristband contains a unique radio frequency. When a person is missing, the frequency number is input into a receiver, which generates a ping. The signal intensity increases as the receiver gets closer to the transmitter, and the receivers are directional. Caregivers are responsible for immediately notifying the police, with trained SSRA members assisting in the search. Ballard McKinlay noted that Project Lifesaver has proven effective, reporting an average location time of about 30 minutes in most cases. This rapid response is crucial as it helps free up valuable resources for Saskatoon police, potentially shortening search times that can otherwise span hours, weeks, or months. Since its inception, Project Lifesaver has partnered with approximately 140 clients, with 44 currently utilizing the service using the existing 60 transmitters. Ballard McKinlay expressed optimism that in the coming decade, other regions across the province will adopt and expand the Project Lifesaver program. Michael Jackson's biopic, Michael, has reclaimed the top spot at the box office for the fourth consecutive weekend, successfully dethroning the previous two-week champion. The Devil Wears Prada 2. The film pulled in $26.1 million during this weekend, boosting its total domestic gross to an impressive $283 million. In contrast, The Devil Wears Prada 2, starring Anne Hathaway and Meryl Streep, slipped to the second position with an $18 million gross. The horror release Obsession debuted strongly at number 3, earning $16.1 million. The top 5 films for the week were dominated by the Jackson biopic, followed by The Devil Wears Prada 2, Obsession, Mortal Kombat II, and The Sheep Detectives. The full top 10 list for the week showed Michael at number 1, The Devil Wears Prada 2 at number 2, Obsession at number 3, Mortal Kombat II at number 4, The Sheep Detectives at number 5, and further down the list, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, Project Hail Mary, Top Gun, Maverick 2026 re-release, In the Gray, and Is God Is.